Hi guys, my name is Yogesh, and in my last video I have just demonstrate about that how we can populate our drop-down list control using the hard coding and by using the entity framework code first approach. Now it's a second part, and in this part I'm going to create to drop-down list control using the entity framework code first approach. But here I am going to describe about the new concept, that is that how we can set the selected item from the database table. So before proceed it, you have to visit my older video of entity framework for code first migration approach, and after that you can see and understand this particular video. Okay, so here I have the top the field name is selected, and I have some values over here. I want that the mobile should be selected by default, and I have set the true value over here. So I'm using the previous code, so you can download my code from the my channel, that is the yogesh.net.com. This is my private website where you can download the all source code of my videos. Okay, so just go to the my previous created control, that is the home control, and in this home control I am going to create a new action. Okay, new action, that is the public action result, and populate drop down is selected. Okay, so it will return the view, attaching the view with it, add view. Okay, so view has been attached now. So in my last video I have created data context class where I have used the constructor of data context, where it's calling the connection from the web.config file using the base that's a pointer, and here I used another that's a dvset. Dvset is used to perform the CRUD operations in your CRUD category table. So everything is fine, and the category is a cs dot, it is a category table where I am doing the mapping from the C# to the database table. So here I am using the table data annotation as well as the key data annotation. Remember that the key annotation and the table annotation is required, it's compulsory to perform this task. Okay, so let's come to the the controller, that is the home controller. Okay, and this controller I'm just creating object of data context, new db context, and I'm going to create a list for the selected list item, select items, it is my list, and I will populate this list using the for each loop. Okay, so this for each loop will loop the category items, and it's the syntax of category, and I will fetch the categories using the db.categories. It's my data context class property, and here I will create a new object of select list item equal to new select list item. Okay, so I will populate this particular select list item object by using the text and value property. Here the text will be come from the this cat variable. Just write the cat, and you will get the all the properties of your database table. Here I am using the category name, comma, now getting the value cat. This is my object dot cat id. I have to do type conversion because cat id is a string integer type, but value is a string type. And another thing is that the another property is that you can't use the semicolon over here. Just write the selected, and I am using if else conditions in short form, like I want that the cat dot is selected. Okay, if it is has as value means that if selected have the value, like if I have a value of false or true, anything, if I have the value, then you have to get that value using the cat dot is selected dot value. If it is true, then it will return true, then if it is false, then it will return false. Okay, so selected value, then false, you have settled down here. Now add this select item, this object to this selected list. To add the list, we have to use the add method dot add, and here I am adding selected item. Okay, everything is fine. After adding this, I have to create a new property, dynamic property, using the viewBag dictionary object, viewBag.myCategory, and this category I am passing the select items. Okay, so I already created the view. Now come to the view, and here I am using the HTML helper, that is a drop down list, and my data dictionary object, that is the my category I just created, and the default selected value should be set by the database itself. Okay, select category. Now you have to make some changes in your root config file. You want that this action should be the default action for it, so change it the action name. Now execute it, then you will find the output. In my last example, I didn't set the selected item, default selected item, that's why the default selected item is the select item. It will not take more time because I have already compiled it. The mobiles should be selected by default. Okay, I am telling you again, before proceeding or before watching this video, you have to visit my old video to how to populate your drop down list. Okay, that was the part 1, and it is the part 2. I think something is going wrong, it's taking too much time maybe. Okay, let me check it, that what is going on. Nothing is, everything is fine. Okay, oh, so it means that I got the result, and this result you can see here, the mobiles is the by default selected value. If I make some changes, like if I make this false and computers, I want the computer should be true, and execute it. Okay, so the default selected item should be computers. Refresh it, and you can see the output. So in this video I demonstrate about all the populations features of to that how we can populate our drop down list control. I have explained, and to download this source code of this video, you can visit my website, that is the yogesh.net, YOGESHDOTNET.com. okay, so let me show you, yogesh.net.com. Something is going wrong. Okay,